From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We had a pretty nice day in the forecast with plenty of sunshine. We're now just seeing a little bit of those clouds working their way back in, but our quad cam is still showing plenty of sunshine. Temperatures into the 70s in Lansing and Grand Ledge. Temperatures still into the 60s down into Jackson and even Hillsdale. 66 degrees in Jackson, 65 degrees down into Hillsdale. Satellite radar showing a few lake effect rain showers still making their way across the area, but behind that is some very dry air in the forecast. In fact, over the next 12 hours, we should still see those clear skies and temperatures falling right back down into the 40s, so another comfortable but cooler night is in the forecast. All the details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at 5:30 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5:30.
Right now at 5:30, they're breaking into homes while people are sleeping. Tonight, a warning from Michigan State Police. Plus, a driver takes a dangerous turn. Thankfully, 2 people were close by to dive in. And a massive theft ring bust. The masterminds stole millions of dollars worth of product from Home Depot stores. Those stories and a lot more, and all in the first 6 minutes. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Let's start that clock. And we begin in Genesee County, where Michigan State Police encourage people to lock their doors. Troopers say people living in Thetford Township should also use alarm systems and stay vigilant because there were several home invasions last weekend. According to state police, most of the break-ins happened between midnight and 6 a.m. while people are sleeping, and the suspects have gotten away with several items, including more than a dozen guns. This is one of the suspects captured on surveillance video from a break-in on Sunday. Speaking of safety, Michigan police want to remind people to slow down and pay attention while driving. A new report shows traffic crash deaths were about the same between 2023 and 2024. Overall, there were almost 289,000 crashes reported in 2024, and 1,099 of those were deadly crashes. That's an increase of 4 deaths from the previous year. Many crashes involved those between cars and bicycles.
Speed, distraction, not driving sober for drivers are some factors, but another factor is impatience. Bicyclists are not an inconvenience to have to speed around.
Other groups considered vulnerable to crash deaths are motorcycles, school buses, and roadwork crews.
3, 2, 1.
Well, this was the ribbon cutting for a new MSU Medical School building in Flint this afternoon. It's the second location for the MSU College of Human Medicine and is officially the Charles Stewart Mott Department of Public Health. The building will be home to 18 new researchers and their staff members. The expansion is part of the university's collaboration with the city of Flint. Widening things out now, officials in California say they've arrested 14 people in what they say is the largest theft retail ring in the history of Home Depot. Police say the hardware store chain was hit about 600 times across 71 different stores in the region. The suspects stole $10 million in high-end electrical equipment. The accused theft crew now faces dozens of charges, including grand theft and conspiracy. Well, take a look at this. A towering wall of dust enveloped Phoenix and other parts of Arizona on Monday. Winds from a storm front kicked up the dust, creating what's also known as a haboob. Heavy rains followed the dust as the system moved through. Thousands of people lost power, and in some places, travel on roads and in the air became impossible. From dust to rain in South Carolina on Saturday, a rideshare driver accidentally drove into a flooded creek. Police say 2 bystanders rescued the driver before the car fully sank. Authorities say when this happens, remember to stay calm, unbuckle, break a window, and swim to safety. Close call. Way up north in Alaska, the pilot of a small plane was lucky the U.S. Coast Guard's Arctic Division was nearby when it crashed in a remote area. It happened on Sunday morning. Despite the plane crashing and flipping over, the Coast Guard says the pilot, who was alone, was not hurt. Looking at the rest of the world now, the Israeli military bombed a hospital in Gaza on Monday, killing 20 people, including 5 journalists. The military released a statement saying it believed the militant group Hamas was using a camera at the hospital to watch their movements. Israeli officials say they're investigating the strike, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the attack a, quote, tragic mishap. A spokesperson for the United Nations Human Rights Office said today, quote, the killing of journalists in Gaza should shock the world. A man stole a truck and slammed it into pumps at a gas station in Australia. Look at that. Police say he had stolen another car first, abandoned it, and then took the truck. After hitting the gas pumps on Monday, he's accused of forcing his way into the station and stealing several items. Police arrested the man soon after. Also in Australia, the government is accusing Iran of directing at least 2 attacks against Jewish targets in the country in October and December of last year. Arson attacks were made against a kosher food company and a synagogue. As a result, Australia has expelled the Iranian prime minister from the country, the first time that's happened since World War II. Australian diplomats have been pulled out of Iran as well. Iran's government denies the allegations. We're moving now to Washington news. Today, a federal judge dismissed the Trump administration's lawsuit against all 15 judges in Maryland. The president sued the judges after some stopped the immediate deportation of migrants, challenging their removals. The judge who made the decision to toss the lawsuit is Thomas Cullen, who was nominated by President Trump. He said to not dismiss the lawsuit would, quote, offend the rule of law. In Hawaii, there's new video from the Kilauea volcano eruption, and it shows a 1,000-foot lava fountain that erupted over the weekend. Scientists from the U.S. Geological Survey say this kind of lava fountain has not been seen at this volcano since the 1983 to 1986 eruptions. This volcano is one of the most active in the world. Incredible. And cleaning up for our first 6 minutes of news, there are big changes on the world's highest mountain. For the first time, powerful drones helped clear garbage from Mount Everest during this year's climbing season, airlifting out more than 600 pounds of trash.
We have to see drone technology as a future where climate, from the environment aspect, and also from the humanitarian aspect, this is going to be a game changer.
Tons of trash, from empty cans and gas canisters to bottles, plastic and old climbing gear, have earned once pristine Everest the grim nickname of the highest dumpster in the world. What will drones do next, I wonder?
Honestly, that's such a cool way of using drones.
Yeah.
I've never thought of using them that way to get rid of trash, but I mean, hey, you never know.
It's working for sure.
Yeah.
The weather's working, I would say. It's been very pleasant.
It's been very nice outside with a lot of some fall-like weather, and that's going to continue with the chance of some rain showers as well.
All right.